Naomi Wolf, best-selling author, is our guest, and she's so much more. Just type Naomi Wolf into Google, and you can read her bio and the rest of it. Naomi, 90+% of Americans don't want toll roads on existing roads. 90+% of Americans don't want NAFTA now on all the major polls. 70 to 80%, depending on the poll, don't want the war. It just continues. And now both parties have got an 11% approval rating. So the good news is the people are now waking up, not to the full ramifications, but at least they're getting an idea. But the establishment is showing that it isn't going to do what the people are demanding or what's constitutional in this republic. What do you say to that whole quandary?
That really worries me, Alex, because I'm baffled at why, with a Democratic Congress, we are getting so little action, given that I know that, the American Freedom Campaign and, various partner organizations are harassing them, badgering them, inundating them with phone calls and emails. What is up with that? I mean, one reason I speculated about is that in a true surveillance society, which we now have, everyone in Congress, has secrets, and their secrets are completely available to the Bush administration. And, as in every closing society in the past, the regime sort of brings legislators records of their, sexual fetishes or their conversations with their accountant or their, most intimate secrets to intimidate and silence them. But apart from that, I'm baffled that they are, letting the Bush White House strip us of the Constitution without a fight. So,
and of course, it turns out that the Democratic leaders all got the torture briefings. They're all in it.
But why? What would their motivation be?
I think, like you said, fear.
Mm-hmm.
So fear is the big enemy, isn't it?
Yeah, but you would have to argue that these people have been, personally threatened or something in order to explain this level.
Well, a lot of it's power and power sharing and profit, but for a lot of others, it is blackmail. I mean, it is enemies list, it is FBI list, and I think we have to...
I don't know if we have... I haven't seen any evidence of that. I haven't even heard rumors about it. The rumors... people who are interfacing with congressional Democrats say that really it's just a strategy, that they, think they'll win the next election. They just want to sit things out and not rock the boat.
Well, Naomi, let's just say it. The big war lobbies are in there giving them campaign contributions.
Well, yeah, that is the truth. I mean, looking at why Hillary was the last candidate that the American Freedom Campaign got to sign the pledge, and by the way, good for Ron Paul, he was the only one on the other side to sign it, to defend the Constitution. It's expensive right now for frontrunners and candidates to defend the Constitution because the telecommunications industry and the defense industry and all the major contributors are making billions out of, the technology of a police state. You're absolutely right about that.
In closing, the book is The End of America, and it is the 10 steps towards fascism. She's Naomi Wolf, spelled Naomi Wolf, or you can simply go to Infowars.com and link through some of her blogs and sites, but most of you know who she is. We got about 2 minutes left, Naomi. I think there is a silver lining in this. People are waking up. Folks like you were speaking out. But in closing, because you are a Rhodes Scholar, I got to bring this up, and I'm sure you know why the Rhodes Scholarship was set up. Rhodes did want a global government based on Britannia.
I had no idea that. I've never heard that. I mean, I knew he was a vicious racist, but I didn't know anything about what you're telling me.
Now, I know that some Rhodes Scholars, they do recruit into the inner sanctum, but they never tried to recruit you.
No, they didn't want me, apparently. No, I never tried. I don't know what the inner sanctum is, Alex. This is news to me.
How many Rhodes Scholars are there a year? I forget.
I think 32 from the United States and others from around the world.
Yeah, well, Rhodesia and the diamond mines and the rest of it. Yeah, Rhodes wrote books about how he wanted to set up a global Anglo-American empire. And I think you're going to find at the end of the day, as Professor Carroll Quigley, Clinton's mentor, wrote, that this is the neo-Anglo-American empire. Now, it's being rebuffed globally right now.
Okay, other people talk about this in different terms that would be more familiar to me. I mean, people do talk about, of course, kind of post-colonialism, neo-colonialism. I'm sure when Cecil Rhodes was writing, it was the height of the British colonial empire, and he was obviously a big fan of that. And I now understand that, people love war when they do because it generates such massive profits, and that this has been modeled by the British Empire. So I think, I've certainly heard about his interest in British colonialism, put in different terms.
Well, what he said is they had to take the whole apparatus of British colonialism and go underground with roundtable groups of prominent men and power sharing, ruling over each government with a shadow system. Naomi Wolf, Oh, yeah. I'm going to send you a lot of documentation on that as well. It has been
well, they never wanted me, apparently. I was left out of the conversation. Yeah.
I don't think Herr Clinton was. Hey, thank you so much for spending time with us, and have a great Christmas.
Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate it. Take care.
Naomi Wolf. We'll be right back.